Hello, it is Heidi McKee here, and I'm very excited just to share a few of my quick tips about hostess coaching. I know that you and your upline have been hearing book a party, 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 but over and over and over. You're all about finding the date, asking the client when or how or why she wants to have a party. That's great. But once you get it on your calendar, once you have finally landed that party, this is when you put it into gear. I know we spend a lot of time, a lot of energy trying to book our calendars, that when we finally have gotten that booked party, we tend to let our guard down and not work as hard. May I suggest that once you book a party, now is when you put it into overdrive. Everything you have needs to go into hostess coaching so that there's more bang for her buck, that your paycheck is bigger, and then she will tell to everybody she knows what an awesome experience. Raise your hand if you have worked really hard at getting a party. Then to go to the party and there is only one person there. Maybe it's the mother-in-law who doesn't have any money to spend. We've all been there, and we all know how defeating it is, not only for your hostess and the customers who come, but for yourself. All that energy has gone into nothing. I remember one time specifically driving literally an hour and a half one way. I missed my son's ball game. I get there. She had two guests show up. One was her mother who just got out of jail. I am not even making this up. No job, no income, no nothing. Had no need whatsoever for a 31. And her other guest, her 3-year-old daughter. Needless to say, it was very discouraging financially. Yes, I made the best of it. I prayed with her. We had a good time hanging out. But the fact of the matter is, when you book a party, we want to make it worth it. So here are just a few tips to make sure that we wipe out bad parties. We want to wipe out the negativity. We want to wipe out the, oh my gosh, it's only $100. It's not even close to the girl's goal. Let me help you hostess coach. If you are not hostess coaching, implement some of these today. If you are hostess coaching, ramp it up just a little bit, okay? Because I promise you, a well-coached hostess is a returning customer, is a great advertisement for your business, and who knows, she will be the best consultant on your team because now she knows how to hostess coach as well. Okay, so 4 little steps for hostess coaching before the party. Remember, I also hostess coach after the party as well. The first step is who. This is very, very important. A lot of people assume their hostess knows to invite people. Yes, we all know to invite people, but posting on Facebook is not inviting people. I ask her to fill out the frank list, the friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids contacts. Then I ask her the task. These all have a task within them. I ask her to send me a picture of that frank list. Typically it's around 40 people. You know, we used to have the 40 guests in 4 minutes. Whatever way you have for her to write down a guest list, we want to know who. The reason we ask her to send a picture of this is because now she's being accountable to those people. She doesn't realize it, but while she writes her name down and shows the consultant, she's going to do her best to make sure she contacts those people. So make sure she writes down who. I have hostesses all the time. It's like, oh, I'm just going to send out emails to my work people. That's great. But who are those work people? Let's make sure we can have a contact list to go back to. While she is doing the who list, go a step further and ask her to highlight 10 VIPs. These are the people you know are big spenders. You know they're going to love 31. You know they might host a party. 10 VIP guests. And with these 10 VIP guests, we go over and above. One time I received this beautiful handwritten white invitation in the mail. It was beautiful. It had my name in calligraphy. I'll show you kind of. It was like this. Had this really special, and I opened it up and there was beautiful white vellum invitation that said, you are invited to a cabbie experience. Heck yeah, I'm going to a cabbie experience. I looked it up. I knew it was expensive, but I didn't care. I was personally invited from the mail. Ever since then, I realized when my hostesses send out special invitations, their attendance goes up. Now listen, this hostess coaching is for online and it's for face-to-face. So both VIP customers, okay? So your VIP customers will be invited a special way, but now she has a visual of the 10 people because our goal is what? 10 guests per party, 10 spenders per party, online or in the home, right? So now she has a visual of who she wrote down for her 10 VIP guests. Okay, the second step, that was who. The second step is invitation. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm super busy. I have 3 children who have something every single night, and sometimes I have to drive them, and sometimes I have to pay for them to go there, and sometimes I have to be there to cheer them on, right? So if you invite me one time, I may remember it, but more than likely I'm not going to remember it. So I encourage my hostesses that we're going to invite 4 different ways. Now, I alluded to the first invitation to the VIP guests is a handwritten invitation in the mail. So you can buy these on 31 Today. They're fantastic. They have our top sellers. It's beautiful. It fits right in an envelope that you can get at Hobby Lobby for half price when they're on half price, or Amazon. It fits perfectly in that little envelope. Handwrite her address on here. And you as the consultant, you're like, oh gosh, it's going to take forever. But do you want to make money? Because if you do, this is how you do it. You write her returning address up here, and then obviously you stamp it and put it in the mail. When I send these, I just print off a piece of paper that says, hey Heidi, you are Sarah's VIP for her party. Please show up, Totes and Tacos, on Saturday, May the 25th. I can't wait to see you. Bring this and a guest and get a special gift. Now my gifts might be a tiny little nail file, maybe a candy bar. I typically have this stock. This is my little VIP thing, and it's just got stuff that I've accumulated over time. It doesn't cost me much, and it's so exciting to know that I'm a VIP. So VIP guests get this. Yeah, you're sending out 10 of these, which is $5.50, but if you have a $1,200 party, way worth it. And you bless somebody by getting a special invitation. Now your hostess knows who to reach out to. Hey Sarah, I sent out the VIP invitations. You might want to follow up with her maybe on Saturday to make sure she got them. Perfect. That's one way. The second way, we are going to set up a Facebook event. This is if we do in-home, face-to-face, or online. Do an event. Make her the co-administrator. Your host is the co-administrator, and then tell her to invite her 40 people. Give her the words to say. Have her do it individually and ask her, say, now do you want people to show up? Because if you do, you need to personally invite them. Friends do not come when there's a cattle call. They come when they are personally invited, okay? The third way is to text message your friends, okay? Not just VIPs, but the whole list that you have written down. And consultants, this is when you need to make sure you text out a template text for her to say. Something like this. Oh my gosh, Sarah, I'm having a summer party with 31. I'm so excited. Cannot wait to see you. It's June the 1st. Who are you bringing? Do you see, I didn't give her an out. I gave her an option to bring someone. Okay, so text her that. She can tweak it however she wants, but give her the template for sure, because we're inviting her that way. The fourth way is old-fashioned email, and in the email, you send her a template email with the shopping link and the Facebook event link. Now, she has 2 links that she can pop on. Also, give it to her so she can copy and paste with the time, the day, and can't wait to see you. Who are you bringing? Or like, for instance, I have a taco and Totes and Tacos party, and she's asking her guests to bring an outrageous taco topping. So she said RSVP with a taco topping of your choice. It's so exciting, so exciting. Okay, so that's how we're going to invite. Make sure you are communicating with your hostess, knowing exactly, she needs to know exactly what to say, how to say it, and who to say it to. Do you see how it builds on each other without this list? Invitations didn't work. Okay, the next step is asking her about product. Now this is when you go a little bit above beyond the customer service. You ask your hostess, what is she in the market for? Ask her to send a picture of her wish list. Now, she should already have a catalog. You should have already sent her a hostess packet, and in that hostess packet is a catalog, and she can earmark, circle, whatever she wants, but make sure you have that hostess worksheet so she can fill out the wish list. Ask her to send a picture of that so you know how to build your party, okay? What if you think she's gonna want all the round town tote, all about the Benjamin, the mini Ruby, but all she wanted was a utility collection? You need to know what direction to go. Have her go a step further to reach out again to the people who have RSVP'd and said, hey, Heidi's wanting to know what you want to see. Here is the shopping link. Can you browse this and let us know 3 to 5 things you want Heidi to bring or to show on the live Facebook party. I love this step because you can make it personal. You can say, hey, Sarah told me that Jennifer has 17 kids and she's always on the go. Jennifer, I know you wanted to see the round town tote and the picnic thermal. Look how good this goes together. Now you made it personal. And guess what? Jennifer's going to say, ooh, I like that, right? Okay, so make it personal with the product. And the last step is the expectations. Now, day or so before the party, if you're going live on Facebook or if you're going to her home or going to a restaurant face-to-face, call her up and say, hey, quick second, what are you expecting at this party? And listen to what she says. Because she's already written out her wish list. She already is expecting at least 10 of her VIPs to show up, right? So let's be clear on her expectations. If she says, well, I want to sell $1,200. Okay, Sally, if you want to sell $1,200, you want a $1,200 party, we need to make sure we have 20 orders. Okay, so right now we have a couple outside orders. We want to make sure we get 10 guests at the party. Lead her to her expectation, okay? Then give her one more opportunity to join your team. Say, listen, you worked really hard. You've got this whole list of people. Why don't we make this into your launch party? I can come, assist you, help you, but you can sign up and be the consultant and make the commission as well. Boom. Last expectation, tell her exactly what you're going to do. If it's an online party, I usually do a live video where I bring the hostess onto the screen and I tell her what I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her why is she having a party? What is her favorite product? If she has it, show. That's bonus because she's selling it for you. And then I ask her, who do you think would be good at hosting a party or joining my team? And she calls out the name. So I tell her in advance what I'm going to ask her. If I'm at her house or I'm at a restaurant, I'm telling her I'm showing up at this time. This is the timeline I'm going to do. How do you think that's going to go? Involve her as much as possible because remember, this is her party. When she sets the expectation, when she lays it out and decides how it's going to be, she's going to follow through with that more than if you tell her what it looks like. Does that make sense? So I don't know about you guys, but have you seen the Love It or List It? Yes, the Love It or List It. They show all this beautiful house and all these amenities, and they're like, well, how much do you think that's going to cost? Okay, so when you lay out this expectation, how much do you think that's going to cost? A lot of people think that if they just email everybody, that everyone will show up and spend $800. Well, we need to be realistic and let her know that our average company spend is around $80. So if you want a $1,000 party, then you need probably 12 purchasing customers, right? Get a couple outside before you get there, 10 guests there, you're going to have a $1,000 party, right? Win-win situation. So be very clear. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to wipe out bad parties and make sure that your hostesses are getting the mostesses out of their effort, right? Let them know that you appreciate them. Follow up with thank you notes out the wazoo. Lavish her with gifts and thank yous and accolades, and make sure it was worth it for her because she's going to be your best advertisement. I hope that helps. God bless, and wipe out those bad parties.